What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, and in today's video, guys, I'm going to be bringing you our Week 11 battle against Gym Leader Gio and the San Francisco GiEnteis. You guys haven't seen the team builder, you guys don't know what we're bringing and why we're bringing it. Check it out down below in the description of this video so you guys know what we're bringing and why we're bringing it. Also, be sure to check out Gio's channel in the description of this video as well for his side of the video. He's a fantastic battler, he's a wonderful friend of mine, and I really look forward to this matchup. Depending on the outcome of this match and next week's match on all four of the teams in our division, Garrett will determine whether or not we are in a playoff spot, if we're in a wild card spot. Either way, it's definitely going to be some fun time, so make sure you guys stick around for that by hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more GBA content. I want to apologize. I feel like I look really unprofessional right now. Like, it's just like all this taco meat's in here. It's hotter than Satan's ball sack in my room right now, and like, oh, you're wearing a hoodie. Like, of course it is. But like, even without that, like, I'm recording in like my shorts right now, and I apologize because I know someone's gonna say something, but either way, guys, I'm gonna cut to where we connect with Gio, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, we are here. We're all connected up with Gym Leader Gio, and I'm really looking forward to this matchup. Let's get ready to take some notes and see what he's bringing and why he is bringing it. So let's move this over here for the time being, for the sake of making things a bit more accessible. And of course, I have to use the bathroom right as soon as the battle starts. As always, when I get anxious for these GBA battles, league battles in general, I devolve into the bladder of a small infant, little tiny baby. So we're gonna hopefully make this a quick one on our end and see what happens. So please select participating Pokemon. All right, let's see what he's bringing. Let's see what he's bringing. So he has the Salamence. Oh, he didn't bring Rhyperior. Oh boy. Salamence, Conkeldurr, the Arcanine, the Bronzong, the Amoonguss, and the Tapu Fini. Is my webcam too big? I had to change this around a little bit. Let's shrink it down just a bit. Shrink it down just a bit. Live editing, ladies and gentlemen, live editing. So, nothing really scares out. He didn't bring the Heliolisk, so nothing really scares out my my Tornadus right out the gate. The Grass Knot is kind of useless, and he didn't bring the Ditto either, so we're kind of looking good. If he leads Bronzong, we get off a heavy taunt. A heavy taunt on that thing. We hit the Amoonguss super frantically decides to go for it. I'm really looking forward to this match, actually. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Alright. Let me take a quick note here about which the Tapu Fini has the Misty Surge. Amoonguss probably has Regenerator. Let's see here. Conkeldurr. I don't know what he'd bring on the Conkeldurr. If he's bringing the Tapu Fini, I assume Misty Surge. So we shall see. We shall see. Good luck and have fun to my friend Gio, my dear sweet boy Gio. He's a good friend of mine. He's a good friend of mine. I look forward to this matchup. So, Gio, I feel like everybody says Gio, like when they do the post-coms, they're like, so Gio's issuing the challenge. Like, of course he's issuing the challenge. He leads out with Trip, which is the Amoonguss. Oh, that's kind of perfect. That's kind of perfect. Part of me wants to go for a taunt in case he goes for the Spore. He's probably just going to switch out. I'm going to click Hurricane. I feel like Hurricane's a good play. If he goes down to Bronzong, I click Taunt. I mean, he can go boom with the Bronzong if he wants to. Bronzong really can't do much to me. I mean, when does it get Rock Slide? I mean, I feel like even then he'd have to put a lot of HP into that, or a lot of attack. Yep, there he goes. He's gone. All right, so he scouts what we're leading off with. Goes down to Zolmega, which is the Bronzong. So we will get this Hurricane off, and it does connect, so that would have been a rest in peace Amoonguss. It's doing a lot of damage to the Bronzong. No confusion. I'm just going to taunt this bad boy. I don't see it being able to do much to me. So I don't want it to get rocks up. I do have the 4 times weak to rocks, and I do have the... I mean, he could be Mental Herb? He could be. Mental Herb Stealth Rocks would be pretty cool. Can't go for the Stealth Rocks. Alright, dope. We don't see an item on it either, interesting enough. I can U-turn out here into... I can U-turn out into... But would he want to stay in there? I can go for a Hurricane, though. What can he do to me? Let me just double check. Does this thing get Rock Slide? Would he put rocks on this thing? Let me double check. We have... Bronzong. Rock. It gets Rock Tomb, which is not something I want to take, but would he put that on here, though? He might, actually. So how much would, like, a Bronzong... Let's just double check if I stay in and just click Hurricane again. I mean, I'm faster. Showdown usage, Bronzong. Like a max HP, max special defense. Gyro Ball's doing a 3-hit KO to me. Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb, uninvested, does 30 to 36. I'm still faster afterwards, and I get that back with the regen. I'm just going to click Hurricane again. I don't see a reason not to. I don't see a reason not to. Goes to the Gyro Ball. Yeah, Gyro Ball is doing, with no speed. Oh, that's doing quite a... Hold on. Just a second, folks. There we go. Okay. Yep, that was about a 60% roll. That brought me down to 64. That did 61%. So we might have a little attack investment. I forgot to put 0 IVs in that. So I can... How much is Volcarona? I don't think Volcarona's taking too much from this Gyro Ball. Bronzong. Showdown usage. Level 50. Yeah, Gyro Ball's doing 20%. I can U-turn out into Volcarona, and Volcarona's knocking this thing out with a Fiery Dance. If he doesn't have max HP, max special defense, if he's got a little attack investment, this could knock it out. I think that's the play. How much is... Let me just check here really quickly. Because we could also go into something like Cobalion here before I just call out the play. Before I just call that out like that. Gyro Ball's doing 14 to 17. Close Combat's doing 41 to 48. So I do like the chance of Volcarona coming in a lot better. I do like Volcarona coming in a lot better than this. We do take the Gyro Ball. Goes for the Earthquake, actually, so good play on his part. Earthquake's doing about 25 to 30. So he probably prepped for the Cobalion on this one. And he did get the crit on that. 56. So he can set up his rocks here. I can go for a Fiery Dance and get this thing out of here. Or I can go for a Roost. I'm going to go for a Fiery Dance. I'm going to hope this kills. Crit for crit. He got the Earthquake. Let us go for the Fiery Dance and knock him out. If he's heat proof, then so be it, but I imagine he would need Levitate. But we'll see. Again, max. Earthquake with a crit. Did about 38 to 46. We're at 44. So, I mean, he could have just the 4 invested in attack for the Gyro Ball and the Earthquake. Just as, like, a check for Magneton, and for... He could also have Shed Shell on there. That's why we haven't seen an item. So Fiery Dance, 0.4% chance to hit KO after the leftovers. He doesn't have the leftovers. He might not want to risk this. We have a chance of knocking him out. But he might not know that we're as bulky as we are. He might want to keep this thing around. He's definitely getting up his rocks, though. I see that happening. I see that happening every day of the week. I want to keep Volcarona around, though, for the Amoonguss. But 2 of his Mons are weak to this thing. So we go for the Fiery Dance. Do we pick up the KO on Bronzong? Please, please. Ooh, you are heat proof. You are heat proof. All right. You are going to counter my Magneton HP Fire. 34 to 41 after that. Okay. I can Roost and kind of take on Tapu Fini, I feel like. Because now we're +1. I'm going to go for the Roost here. Probably does not want to stay in and take another Fire Dance. If he wants to keep this thing around. He actually stays in. Alright, so we're going to get our HP back. What do you have? Do you have Toxic? Is that your other move? Should have went for the Fiery Dance, but I like having that HP. Goes for the Earthquake again. Still doing 25 to 30 on a uninvested set. 137. That brought us down to 137. So that's doing about 28. So that's doing another high roll there. I'm going to go for Fire Dance. Hopefully pick up the KO. Go for a... get a +2 special attack boost. Because whatever wants to come in, I'm pretty confident I could take 1 hit. Unless he brings in, like, Zeus Elements. And then... you know, does it, and then just goes straight for, like, Super Sonic Sky Strike. But even then, if he decides to, like, set up, I Dragon Dance out into, like, Crocodile or something. So he is heat proof. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let me make a note of that. I'm assuming he's Shed Shell. He's got EQ. He's got Gyro Ball. And he's got Rock. So he withdraws this time. He's going to go out into Moana. Do I get the +2 boost? So Tapu Fini. It's like a max HP, max special attack set. Scald cannot kill us. What about, let's do Modest. Scald cannot kill us. Even Hydro Pump does 61 to 74, and we're doing clean damage to this thing. So he'd have to connect the Hydro Pump. Giga Drain's doing a lot of damage. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go for the Giga Drain. I'm going to get chip off this thing. We're faster than the Tapu Fini, which is good to know. Excuse me. We're going to get a lot of damage off on this thing. I don't think he can 2-hit KO us in return. Goes for the Surf. So Surf is doing 51 to 61. And he is not max special attack invested. I can go for a Roost here. Or I can knock this thing out. I'll go for the Giga Drain again. He might want to keep this thing around. He might. But if he doesn't, if he decides to sack here, Volcarona's put in a lot of work very early on. We got a lot of damage off on Bronzong, got a lot of damage off on there. We know the Bronzong's not EQ, so as soon as Salamence is out of there, Crocodile kind of cleans up. We need chip damage off on the Conkeldurr. We need chip damage off on the Amoonguss. But he's just kind of giving us free recovery right now. We know we're faster. Maybe Roost was the play. Maybe Roost was the play. I like that damage on Tapu Fini, though. That's a good set of that's a good damage on Tapu Fini. So we know he's not running max speed. And he's got the leftovers as well. So I want to keep note of all that. Always important to take notes, because 9 times out of 10, when I get chastised in the comment section, it's about you. Why would you say he's specs? Like, you saw the leftovers. Like, so I keep notes just to make sure. We're gonna stay him. It looks like we're knocking out the Tapu Fini. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's insert that note there. Tapu Fini goes down to dies to Volcarona Giga Drain. All right. What is Salamence doing to us if it comes in and decides to do things? And what do I go into to counter that? Slowbro? Slowbro. Slowbro. Looks like I tried to trick him into a choice specs. If he tries to Dragon Dance all over me, he doesn't know if I have HP Ice or not. Goes on to Fresh, which is the Arcanine. So the Arcanine has Intimidate. Let's just kind of see like an offensive set, an offensive Arcanine, a Flare Blitz. Offensive Flare Blitz does 87 to 103 for me if he has a Jolly Life Orb set. That knocked me out. Wild Charge does not. I don't think you would go for either of those because I have the Slowbro in the back. I'm going to kind of roost. What do you have? What do you have? What do you have? You don't get Stone Edge. You don't get Earthquake. Flare Blitz absolutely destroys me. It gives me a free switch in into Slowbro. And you go into what at that point? Bronzong? So +1 Fiery Dance if he's Flash Fire. We saw the Intimidate though. So he's not. Fire Dance is doing 38. I'm gonna click Roost here. Call me dumb. Goes for the Flame Charge. Good play. Good play. Shouldn't be doing too much. Gonna bring me down just under half. He does get the speed raise, though. Do I see? I do not see anything like that. So he does have the flame charge. I get a slow U-turn out of here. I get a very slow U-turn out of here if he would like to. And I get a slow U-turn out into Slowbro. Which then, what would he go into? Bronzong to sack? Going to Bronzong, I go for EQ. He goes into Salamence. And his defogger is gone, so these rocks are here to stay. So, maybe I shouldn't U-turn. Maybe I shouldn't U-turn. Well, if he switches out, that's good. But if he brings us under half, we're kind of boned. That just means we've got sack material then. Because how much did that do? That brought us. It brought us down. No, it was a little under 55. Huh. Goes for a flame charge, brings down under half. We U-turn out. We can U-turn out into Cobalion. No, he's faster than Cobalion now. He's also faster than Crocodile now, too. Which is bad. So I think Slowbro's the play here. I think Slowbro's the play here. We can cripple the Arcanine. Arcanine and trick it into a Choice Specs. What's for Sunny Day? Ooh. He's got the Solar Beam. He's got the Solar Beam. He's got Solar Beam on there. He's going to try to sweep us with Solar Beam. Let's check out Slowbro. Arcanine offensive. Let's say he has a lot of special attack and he runs Solar Beam. Solar Beam is doing a lot if he's running max special attack. Timid. It actually OHKOs us. And in the sun, Scald does about 50 to 60. I don't want to trick him into a Solar Beam either. Assuming he's max speed after the flame charge. What would he outspeed after the flame charge? Tornadus? Yeah, and we're not outspeeding our own Tornadus either. That's the downside there. I don't know how fast this thing is. And I don't think he's max speed timid either, because that did a lot of damage to Volcarona. I can maybe burn out his turns of sun. He might... This is interesting. Very good play. Very good play. I think... no, we need to bring up... How much time do we have left? 20 seconds. Yikes. An offensive Arcanine in the sun just absolutely blows us back. Would he bring Flame Blitz and Flare? Let's see what Flame Charge does. Close Combat doesn't do enough. Flame Charge doesn't do enough. After Stealth Rocks... Close Combat still does a lot. Stone Edge has a... I'll go on to Crocodile. Let's see here. I had to pick him on. So the Misty Surge went away. Arcanine, offensive. We saw the Intimidate though. We saw the Intimidate. So I'm curious here. Close Combat does a lot. Solar Beam does also a lot. I think I gotta go for Earthquake and get this thing out of here. I'm sure he has the Solar Beam. Watch it not get Solar Beam. Watch it not actually get Solar Beam. Got the Close Combat that has a chance to kill after rocks. Or, I'm sorry. 87.5 chance to OHKO after rocks. This is a +1 Arcanine with a sun up. I need to do something here. It was smart because it nerfed my Slowbro. He could also make this thing, he could also be hesitating because he doesn't know if the if I'm going to double, and he doesn't also know if the Arcanine at +1, I feel like if he's running a max speed set though at +1, he outspeeds my Crocodile naturally. Crocodile only hits 92. So unless he was looking to get a bit more bulk off this thing. I mean, I'm an adamant Crocodile. Earthquake's doing, he goes for the Flare Blitz in the sun. Oh, please don't hurt, please don't hurt, please don't hurt. Take it. Take it. Crocodile the God. Crocodile the God. Alright, Arcanine's down. He goes into Salamence here and just clicks an item. I'm glad we had so much bulk. Dies to Crook EQ. So we're looking good. 6-4. Two of our Mons, or one of our Mons, cannot come back in. Which is unfortunate. But this little trick right here was cute. I liked it. I'm glad we went over that. And I don't want to say it sounded cute. There was a trick. This worked very well, and I'm glad we had enough bulk on our Crocodile to take on a Flare Blitz in the sun. Because holy crap, that was scary. Unfortunately, though, he goes into Salamence now. Very freely. And if he doesn't, I get a +1 EQ into something. I don't know why he wouldn't go Salamence, though. Unless he's not max speed. He outsped me, so he won't know if I'm Scarfed, is the thing. So he could go into his Salamence right here, knowing I can't hit him with the EQ, predicting me to be Choice Locked. I can also get a huge +1 Stone Edge or a knockoff into him. Goes out into Madman's. Alright. Unfortunately here, he's not Intimidate, so he's definitely Moxie. I am going straight into Slowbro. Straight Slowbro. Let's see. Choice Spec Side Shock is a 2-hit KO. 96.9% chance 2-hit KO. If he Dragon Dances, he can't knock us out. +1 Super Sonic Sky Strike does have the chance to knock us out, but he'd burn his Z Crystal at that point. But I don't want to let him get a free Dragon Dance up. I do not want that to happen. And unfortunately, both my Scarfers do not outspeed him. So Slowbro kind of handles it well. If he's not a Z Crystal, I could trick him into like a Specs something or other. We'll see. He also thinks I could have the Ice Beam. Goes for the Dragon Dance. Here it is. Alright, this boy is +1. A +1 Devastating Drake does knock me out, and a +1 Supersonic Sky Strike does knock me out. I think I need to go... What do I do here? What do I do here? What is my counter to this? I think I just gotta go for Psyshock. And hopefully live one hit. Here's the Z move. What are we? Devastating Drake. Devastating Drake. Now, if it's Dragon Claw, Devastating Drake does knock me out. Black Hole Eclipse. What? +1 Crunch, Z move. Oh, yeah, that's knocking me out. Yup. Moxie, item, Darkinium Z. I'm assuming Crunch. My best play here is to hopefully he doesn't have Earthquake. And go into Magneton. So Slowbro dies. Dies to Immense Black Hole Eclipse. Yikes, I didn't even contemplate that. I would have thought he would have went for like a flying or a dragon move. So Slowbro's gone. Magneton, if he's not carrying Earthquake, which I don't know why he wouldn't. That's a +2 Salamence. I mean, there's no way. There's no way. He would have to have not a lot of speed. Volcarona probably doesn't take a hit. Salamence probably don't take a hit from this thing either if he's got the EQ. Yeah, Earthquake. If he doesn't have the EQ, I think Cobalion is our best chance to go for the Stone Edge. That'll be our best way of finding that out. Is to hopefully get a crit Stone Edge if he's not carrying EQ. Because a +2 EQ does 108 to 128. I kind of need a Stone Edge crit. I don't know why he wouldn't carry Earthquake, but I think that's kind of game right now. I am 99% certain that is game right now. I could be scarfed with HP Ice right now, and he might have to risk that. But I didn't see Black Hole Eclipse coming. That's game. Unless he's not max attack. Yep. This is looking like GG, boys. This is looking like G. Size to Mence EQ. This is looking like it. He'd have to be running not a lot of speed at +1 in order for this to work, but I'm pretty sure he's like a max speed set. I'm 99% certain this is game to Gym Leader Geo. Holy crap! We got Sunned on. I can't even. I could be leaving the rocks to break sturdy. I'm trying to think of in a situation where he wouldn't just keep clicking EQ or Dragon Claw. No, that's GG. That is the finest of good games that I have ever seen. That was played very well. I really thought I was in the front seat of this. I was in the driver's seat of this battle until the Arcanine set up for the settlements to come in. So, props to Geo. I really... +3 Earthquake. I can go for the HP Ice here. Yep, there it is. Like, I don't have a Sugar Berry. I don't have anything to stop that EQ. Yeah, we are just... Yep. That's it, boys and girls. Dies to Mence EQ. Yeah, once this thing gets on a roll, it just cannot stop. I mean, I'm going to Tornadus. Hopefully not. I probably won't have a hit. Yeah, I'm going to be down under half. He'll be outspeeding me going for Dragon Claw or something. Crunch. Yeah, +4. What doesn't die to this thing? Yeah, I'll hit Hurricane for the lulls. That's such a good game. Yep, there it is. Yep. I can't even be mad. I am so sorry. Dies to Mence. Crunch. Crocodile is going to die on Rock's entry. Rocks weren't even our downfall here, to be honest. I'm just going to sack the Crook right now. That's GG. I can't even be mad. I cannot even be mad. That's a fantastic game. When you're on the receiving end of a stunting, I guess it is just something to take note of, that they will come back with a vengeance, and by God damn it, he did it. Can't even be mad. Cannot even be mad. Cannot even be mad. GG to Gym Leader Geo and the San Francisco GiEnteis. They deserved that win. They deserved that win by far. By freaking far, they deserved that win. So, that's going to be game. That's going to be game. That was a fantastic game. Geo, holy shit. Congratulations to you, man. What a fantastic match. Fantastic prep on your part, sir. I'm really glad that this match was a lot better for both of us. I mean, like I said, I thought I was in the driver's seat of this battle, and Geo said, give me the wheel. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like on this video, as well as checking out Geo's channel in the description of this video as well. As you can tell, he's a fantastic battler. All that being said, I'll see you guys next week for our final week match of the GBA against Tom and the San Jose Sharpedos. Depending on that match, depending on how things work, we could still have a shot at playoffs, but if not, it will be our last week in the GBA. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang. I'm going to talk to you guys soon. Later.